Yes, 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 it's Sunday once again, and that can only mean one thing. Yes, it's time to send it! We're still in Cape Town and we have some pretty strange weather at the moment. A little bit foggy, it's been a bit rainy. Not as bad as the RedBull storm chase that's been going on this week. I mean, if you've seen any of the footage from there, those boys were absolutely sending it. I think we saw a double push loop attempt. I don't know if it was on purpose, but he still, actually changed it into a double push loop halfway around. Ricardo Campello, that sick air tacker, Philip Costa, Jager Stone obviously winning the event on full form, Leon Jammer. I mean, all the boys, we can't mention every one of them. I mean, there's only 8, but they were all sending it. I read some cool stuff from Danny Bruce just about the event, and his words really hit home how gnarly it was. And obviously spoke to Adam Lewis as well. Thomas Traverse, I mean, he's been a couple of times RedBull Storm Chase champion, but gracious in defeat, just saying, look, everyone was just killing it. And it was pretty freezing by all accounts. But anyway, we're going to talk about Send It Sunday here at Windsurfing.TV. And this week, it's going to be all about the coaching clinic. If you've been following our escapades on Instagram and all that, you'll know we did 2 coaching clinics this year in Cape Town. Me and Colin Whippy Dixon. We had 10 guys and girls on each course. We've already talked about the first course, and this week we're going to talk about the second, because those guys were sending it. And there is some absolute... I'm telling you. Who are we going to kick off with? Oh, man, so much to choose from. I think we're going to kick off with Johannes. Yes, Johannes. Now, he's no spring chicken, Johannes, and he's actually been doing a bit more kiting than windsurfing over the recent times. When I heard this, I'm like, right. And usually this is because a windsurfer that goes over kiting, he hasn't quite hit that level in windsurfing which keeps you hooked. And that was our job this week. He actually wrote me an email before this. He said, if you can get me around the forward loop, I'll give you an extra 50. Yeah, I'll chuck you an extra 50. I'm like, game on, you're in, let's go. Let's check out some of the attempts. Whoa. Oh, that was good though. Hey. Here we go. Oh. Actually, some of his first ones were not good. Nick's so good. No, Nick's so good. But you could see the determination. You could see he was pushing hard. So a few little tips in. And I tell you what, he took off for 1 or 2 of them, and it looked like it was going to be the perfect stalled sort of mini stall forward. I was like, he's got it. But then... What? Yes! Oh, going wrong. But like I said, I was like, we finished the first day, I think it was, and I'm like, man, you're going to get this forward easy. That 50 euros is in the bag. And we had a few wobbly days. Like I said, takeoff was good and it was all going wrong. Here we go. Oh. What? Yes. Oh. Go on, send it. Oh, that looked pretty heavy. Oh, it's on. Yes. Oh, that's better, dude. Oh, shit. Come on. Yes. Oh, dude. And it wasn't until he got the tip, or I gave him a little bit of tip on the beach of just to bear off more downwind because the board wasn't quite going. So bear off more downwind. He went out and this. Willpower, Johannes, go on, that's downwind, that's better. Yes! Yeah, flew around that first one. Doesn't quite sail away, but you could see already it had all changed by then. And then the next one, I looked up from the camera. I have to have a confession. I missed it. I bloody missed it. But he did the perfect forward. His first one was absolutely epic. He did a couple after that. They weren't as good, and that was the last day by the time we'd got to this point. So he nailed the forward, the 50 euros in the bag, and everyone was pretty happy. He also had a couple of great attempts at some push loops that week. I mean, we're talking sending it big time. Yes. Oh! yeah, Johannes, success story in that second week. Next up, we're going to talk about local boy Mitch Wagstaff. Now, we had a couple of people pull out of the clinic last minute. Flight got cancelled and someone broke the shoulder, so we had to have a few fill-ins. Mitch was one of them. Now, anyone who doesn't know Mitch Wagstaff, well, if you've been to Cape Town, you probably will. His dad owns the local windsurfing shop, West Coast Surf and Sport, and he's a bit of a slalom champ. He's done a bit of speed, and he's not really pushed it in the waves, and he's had the worst forward that I can remember ever seeing sometimes. I used to cringe when I saw him forward, but he would go for it. So on the first day of our clinics, what I like to do is just get everyone out there and just go and do their thing. And then I like to video them, and then we can work back from there and try and work out who needs what help. Now, Mitch, he went out and he did his standard forward. You want to see it? Okay, let's have a look at it. Oh, disgusting. Oh, dirty. Yes. Now, if you don't know what you're looking for, yes, it's a forward, he goes round, but look, he's sheeting in on the takeoff. Now, this is a no-no. We had to teach him how the gear has to go round him. You have to be in the center of that rotation to have control. This is how you control loops. This is how you can go stalled. Anyway, we gave him a few tips. Just check the progression. Check the progression.
Wagstaff.
Oh!
Oh, nice. Yes, Mitchy.
Yes, absolutely sending it. And it was like, he's got some skills, Mitch Wagstaff. I tell you now, he just hasn't been coached before, because just a tiny bit of coaching, he landed like an absolute sick forward towards the end. And then we decided, okay, well, you're doing the forwards, let's go stalled. So I gave him the tips, send the board off the wind, sail across. We sent him out there. Check this thing. It's... Oh. Yeah, not quite got exactly what was written on the memo. This is a table forward, if ever I've seen it. That is pure Julian Tabile, absolutely tweaked out. And he kind of had it in his head for a bit, and I think he pretty much landed a table forward before I could actually get to him and say, you've got to actually get yourself over the rig and get yourself pulled a bit. Oh, but still, the style on those table forwards is excellent, and the commitment, just amazing. But check out what happens when we got him to get that rig to pull him up and get forwards a bit. Yes! Oh, it was really...
Got it. Hit it. Let's go. Boom!
Oh, fucking sick!
Get it.
Oh, look! Yeah! Go! Last time bomb. Oh! Yes! 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 All this in like literally a few days of coaching. You look at that first forward again, and now look at, I mean, the difference is just insane. And he now, and I speak to everyone who gets the forward and they kind of get it in their head, the progression after it is just insane. Your whole world changes, that when you can do a decent forward, your confidence goes up and just everything gets better. He even had some polar cow style turns, big gouges. What a difference a week makes. What a difference a week makes. Nice work, mate. Nice work indeed. So like I said, we had a few stand-ins. We also had Hannah. She stepped up. It was like a little bit maybe above her level. She was thinking. We were like, no, just come on. Let's get involved. We'll get you out there. She'd been in Cape Town for a bit and not really been sailing. So we got her with a bunch of the guys and we sent her out there. And definitely we sent her out. We got her through the waves. I mean, we had some pretty light wobble and ride days, wobble out through the waves. And she was definitely made massive progression in just getting out. We sent her out on some windy days as well. We had a couple of absolute stonking windy days. And we saw a bit of airtime. Yes, we did. We saw a bit of airtime. Even, I think we might have seen a back leap attempt. Hannah, was that back leap attempt? Cheeky. But one thing we couldn't teach her, and she had to teach us, was the dancing moves. Oh yes, the dancing moves. Yeah, so Hannah was definitely the master of that. We'll have to go on a clinic to learn to floss, I'm pretty sure. Also, standing in this week, we had Tony Frey, yes, ex-PBA rider, or the PWA as it's known now. She was on the Women's World Cup. I think she might have even been freestyle champion the first year it was out. She then went into RSX, and she said she'd hit a little bit of a plateau in her sailing. She was going around forward, she was trying stuff, but, you know, it wasn't quite going. So, we intervened. We said, you've got to come on this course, Tony. We have a spare spot. She says, all right, but I don't think you can teach me much. Oh, yes, Tony. We proved her wrong. Yes, we did. We have changed that scary forward they had, because there's one thing you've got to know about Tony Frey. She has got
big balls. And there's such big balls. They're big balls.
perhaps the biggest balls I have ever seen. This girl is absolutely loco. Absolutely loco. When I go down my shot list of what I've got to put in from this week, she has the biggest shot list. She did the most moves. It is crazy. But we had to work on a technique. She had a scary forward. Check it out.
Oh my God! Oh.
That is one scary ass forward. And like I said, because she's got big balls, she didn't care. I said, look, it's not about the ball size. We can't keep talking about balls, this girl. But it's about technique. It's about...